Where am I? Last thing I remember, I was, dead.
Hello, traveler.
Hi!
I see you've risen from the dead finally. You're alive. Well, sort of alive. You know, you're in the afterlife now.
So, wait, that means I'm dead?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you know if I got hurt at all or anything when I died?
A little sting here and there, you know. You were
Ew.
asleep. You're fine.
You know what? If I died painlessly, I'm fine with that. Hello!
I don't think it was painlessly, but hello,
Oh,
Stin.
okay, hi! Uh, where are we?
We're in the afterlife. Come on now, get with the memo here.
Okay.
I can give you a tour of the new place for you since you're new here, and it's a bit odd, but you'll get the memo as we go along.
Alright, sure. This place actually looks really nice.
Yes. Now, you can see one of our natives here, Dragonfrost.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, just don't mind him currently right now.
Okay.
But either way, this area that we're in currently has a actual significance to it.
Oh,
This
nice.
was where we started.
Okay.
We were all around this lake, and we started as a group, which was pretty awesome. And this is where you generally will come into the afterlife.
Yeah.
If you do not have, yeah.
I mean, I was drowning in there, and ugh. It
You're
kind of
fine.
hurt.
The water should taste fine.
Yeah, it tasted okay.
But we do have a gift basket for you from all
Ooh.
the members.
I see this.
Some goodies. So you're welcome to open it and take all the goodies in it.
All right, let's go. Ooh, look at this. Golden carrots. Ooh, I like these. All right, this is awesome. And I also opened my inventory. Sweet.
Yeah, you're gonna get fat. You got some veggies, like golden veggies, and then you got
Right.
some pork. And then you even got a little bit of, I guess, useful stuff too later down the road in life.
Yeah. I mean, I got a whole stack of wood, which is very useful. So thank you to whoever gave me this. Thank you, the afterlife.
But you may want to still break a log. That way you can continue your actual achievements list
Okay.
while you're on here.
Okay.
But either way, starting off, we have Hutchie's house. He is the Scottish man of the server, and he does a ton of medieval builds, but currently he is not doing one. He's doing his own little fancy village.
Hey, that's freaking awesome.
Yonder that way in the north. But either way, continuing over this way, we have Dragonfrost's house, and he has a nice little pagoda going on, nice and simple. And I guess we can show you the map over here too. You can see the whole layout. In the northwest, we have the Pickles and Cheese Village, which was the village that we took cover when we first came into the afterlife. And then we have the whole, I guess, spawn vicinity that we're in.
Right.
Yeah, so you can see what we got going on. In the south, we have the commercial district, and in the north, we have the residential stuff. So the fun stuff.
Okay. Ooh.
But we can continue along over here, and we're entering in the park, which was made by Night Fox, Duke, and Dragon. You already saw Dragon earlier, our other native. And then now the significance of the lake in the middle right here is actually really powerful. It's where we're actually going to be moving the spawn to when you first come into the afterlife. You're going to spawn on an island, which consists of the town hall, which consists of the nether portal, the dragon egg once we slay the dirty dragon. Not you know, our native, but the other dragon. So if we continue back along, we're currently, I guess, technically in the commercial district. This half of spawn is in the commercial district.
Okay.
And right over here, we have the skeleton spawner.
Ooh.
You can't really tell, but it's sort of hidden perfectly.
I mean,
if you hit this wooden button, it will lead you down there. I don't know if you really want to go down there yourself right now. It's all up to you.
I'll probably explore it at a later time, but this actually looks really nice, though, the design here.
Yes, and then you can see that we have the full stone slabs, which are craftable on the server due to our certain magical powers of command blocks.
Okay, that's actually interesting.
And then now I guess we're in the official commercial district where all the cool stores are at. So we have the Blonde Skunk Building Company right here. He is one of the great builders of the server where you can place in orders to get... Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I tried to nod and I clicked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, abusive much. Man, tour guide, now I'm your punching bag.
I'm so sorry.
And now we have the radio station by Duke. and this is where tours are going to be taken. Well, I mean interviews,
Okay.
not tours, but you get interviews here or get your jazz of the day, that type of deal. And then this is where further expansion of the commercial district will lead on to. So nice little planning going on. You can see with the cobblestone blocks.
Right. I like this trail actually right here.
Yes, I believe it was I think it was Zyre that came up with this, and then we integrated the stairs into it. And over here we have the Frolicking Flower Shop from our Scottish man, where he sells flowers at pretty cheap prices. So yeah, 16 or 64 or 32 for just a diamond. That is pretty good because most of the time, you're lazy for it.
Right. I'm definitely gonna be coming here when I want to make my house look really pretty.
And then we also have one of the newest shops, or well, I guess this is technically the newest. It is Night Fox's, or Michael's Wool Emporium, or he's going to be selling wool, and it has a nice design to it with a sheep head going on.
It's got like a layer of leaves on him too.
Yeah, it was getting his head in a place that he shouldn't have. But over here we have the One Glass shop over here by White.
Okay. Oh wow, these are actually really cheap too.
Yes, really cheap. We're all about the cheapness on the server, making diamonds pretty much worthless. But whatever, I guess we have a ton of diamonds flowing around the server. And then over here we have Jack's Chicken Shack, which is also Dragon Shop.
Okay.
He sells chicken at a pretty cheap price.
Is this does PETA know about this?
I mean, I guess, sort of. I don't know what you want to call it.
Ooh.
I mean, it might be not real chicken. I don't know.
Oh.
Just to know.
Okay.
And then over here, we have Zyre Vaults, which was made by the person that did all the command blocks on the server, and he's also the most technical person. This will lead you to a bank, and currently it needs to be expanded upon, which I believe I'll be taking the liberty of expanding the bank.
Okay.
So that'll be fun learning some redstone stuff. But basically, you get a key, and you get to place your key in, and I'll bring a minecart to you with a little, I guess, bank account. And yeah, you can store stuff. And then over here, we have the Royal Food Court from the Fire Lord himself. And he also sells food too. Well, I guess it makes sense, the food court. Pretty cheap prices. Better than other stores on past things, but pretty cheap. Yeah. But he also does have a second floor where he sells baked goods too, such as cake, I think bread and pumpkin pie and all that. So yummy stuff.
Yeah.
Things that you usually wouldn't consider making, but he has it.
I'm definitely going to be going there quite a bit then.
He does have a bit of slavery going on. That's not really Jita approved. But over here, we have some greatness happening as we're entering in the residential district. Over here, we currently have a leftover prank now, which is from when Dragon and Duke pranked me by making a koala exhibit.
Uh-oh.
You're not supposed to laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll give you your first death.
Please no.
And then while we head over here, we have Whitefire's house, which also contains Berlin River in it for some reason. I don't know what he's doing in there. And then we have Zyra sign, which was from his house before it got taken down. But yeah. And then if we continue on over here, you'll see a nice long trail to a place that has a bunch of trees around it.
Oh, yeah.
Which, yeah, it has a lot of things going on. It's from one of our other great builders on the server, Duke. You can see he went a bit crazy with the pressure plate, so don't mind that.
He did indeed.
Yeah, he has a nice house over here, and I guess if we kind of go around here, it's a bit difficult to try to get to this, but up there on the mountain, we have a mountain house by Blonde Skunk.
Oh my gosh, he's way up there, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be really fun for him when he gets to use an elytra, or perhaps, he's trying to stay away from us because, he doesn't want to buy our Girl Scout cookies, but...
I mean, maybe he just likes colder climates.
He's a skunk. Is that... No, he just doesn't want our Girl Scout cookies.
Pig butt pork. Oh, ugh, that's a stupid name. So, can you kill the pigs and kill the player as well, or?
Pigs are not killable. You are more than welcome to move the pig. This does not kill the pig. I can demonstrate by, yeah, stay right there. can see that the pig is not dying.
Okay.
It's still staying alive. You're welcome to lead it to move it, so that is generally used for pranks. And when the player logs on, he will be teleported to where the pig was last. So if you move it to White's house, that's where Hutchie will spawn. But over here we have the AfterLife tennis court from Daddy Duke himself, which also made these skyscrapers for Daddy Flats over here.
Oh
so
my gosh.
they're going to be apartments, but he's still working on them. They're turning out great, and he has 5 of them going up. So expect to pay a hefty price to stay in this wonderful lodge.
Right. These things are huge.
Yep. And then also over here we have, I guess, Michael or Night Fox's house right over here. Nice, I guess, modern house. It's more like the current age instead of medieval or any of that.
I like his use of potatoes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes. Potato. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, but currently now we have to go on a nice long journey to show you the last few things.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to be a long process. Hopefully you don't trip on the way there or take an arrow to the knee or anything.
Ooh. I mean, I might trip in these like little divots in the road. Who knows? I might get like my shoe caught in them.
We've made it to the Pickles and Cheese Village, which was the village that we took refuge in when the actual afterlife started.
Oh my.
So it was a place that provided loads of goodies to us. We can go in here and explore if you want.
There's quite a few villagers just in this little pond here.
Yeah, so we thought it was best to put all the villagers in this instead of allowing them to roam free and potentially get themselves killed.
Right.
Because, well, yeah, they're still a bit not on the smart side, if I may say. But you can see a ton of goodies lying around. You can also see a cow farm and sheep farm and not really chicken farm. We got rid of the chicken farm idea over here. And then we also have the community chest, which is probably going to be getting moved soon. So wonderful stuff over here.
I like the design of that.
Yes, it is a more different approach to a community chest design than most people have done in the past.
Right.
And then I guess the last few things to mention over here, we also have a spider farm. If you go all the way down here, if you hug the wall to the left, so the opposite side of the ladder, if you just hug that wall and fall into the water, you'll live, and you can go to the spider farm.
Okay.
And then in this direction, it leads to Hutchie's village and then also Fort Duke. Fort Duke is a place that Duke made at the very beginning because, well, he wanted to get a lot of things done. And then also in that direction, you have Dragon's little outskirts base, and yeah, you can't really see it from here. You would have to get a lot closer.
I can kind of see the glass over there.
Yeah. And then also in that direction over here, that will lead you to White's little starter base thing.
That's a big tree over there.
And then also that is Night Fox's little tree village thing that he got going on.
Okay.
So yeah, I believe that is it currently.
Wow.
We also have another portal in the Pickles and Cheese Village. There's not another portal at spawn, but there is one in the Pickles and Cheese Village for right now.
Okay.
And we do not have another hub, but currently there is a member working on a gold farm, and we do have a place that leads to a mesa biome and other places such as White's base that isn't at spawn, and that's really it currently. So all the cool stuff for you.
Yeah,
I believe that concludes your tour.
Right, this is a very well put together area right now. Like, I mean, I wonder what it's gonna turn into in a few months. This looks really cool right now anyway.
Yep. It would be a shame if you got revived from your coma or whatever.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure I died. From what I know, I died, so I doubt I'm in a coma of any sorts.
I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what was put on your death records.
But yeah,
anyways,
thank you for the tour, Mr. J.
No problem, Mr. Stin.
Yeah, I think next time I'm on here, I will be probably doing a whole bunch of mining and maybe find a place to actually put my spawn house.
Okay, well, that will be great.
Yeah, so I thank you for the tour, and I guess I'll see you on here in a little bit.